His new film, Don't Worry Baby, is in theaters and on demand tomorrow. This fall, the Broadway revival of The Front Page stars Nathan Lane, John Slattery, John Goodman, and him. The him also in Ballers on HBO this fall. Lots going on in the life of Christopher McDonald.
Lots going on.
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, Rich.
How you been?
I've been busy and also enjoying my summer. So it's summertime. I've got this big gig on Broadway coming up, and I thought,
you do.
Got to hang out with my family. Got to, so they invite me out to do certain sporting events, throw the first pitch in a ball game.
Where are you doing that?
Did that in Akron, Ohio. Did a pretty good pitch. Then I went to Frederick, Maryland.
Okay.
Frederick Keys.
Frederick Keys,
and they
Maryland.
made these bobbleheads, of which this is one of.
Oh my God, a Shooter McGavin bobblehead.
Shooter McGavin bobblehead. Yes. So.
Guys,
awesome.
Here it is.
There it is.
We'll have to place this in a very special spot here.
It's pretty funny. He's got the guns out, double barrels, and leaning on his putter. It's pretty funny.
Isn't this amazing? Did you realize when you were doing that, Happy Gilmore, that would be something that would stick with you for the rest of your career?
No idea. I don't think anybody knows when they make a movie if it's going to have legs like this, but this is almost generational now. It's because of the beauty of television. When it first came out, it was a moderate hit, but now people love it and quote it.
But it's neat that you own it, right? I mean, you've got I just read everything that's going on in you're on a hit TV show on HBO. I mean, that Broadway revival of The Front Page.
It's going to be massive.
Holy smokes. Yeah. And then this film that you've got out, Don't Worry Baby, it's got an interesting plot line that we'll get to in a moment. But you own this Shooter McGavin thing. Some other actors, I think, might not do that.
Well, yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I was a joy working with Adam and Dennis Dugan, these wonderful writers, and it's just Judd Apatow was a co-writer, and these guys are their comedy gold. So to be with them and to have this movie last as long as it has, it's opened a lot of doors up for me, personally and and professionally. So it's just been a gas.
And did you come up with the shooting?
Yeah, I had no idea why they called him Shooter. Nobody told me anything, so I just started making putts and going Shooter. But
so that was your call.
That was my call. And the very funny thing about this movie, I've told the story, but forgive me if I've told you before.
It's
but
okay, go for it.
End of the movie, you know how I hate in a golf movie where they cut to the hole and the ball rolls in? I want to say, could you please let me make it? It's about a 32-footer, and it's not on a golf green. It's on a botanical garden. So he told me he'd give me 7 tries, and that's try 5, and I lifted out twice. But people were betting, the crew was going, he's never going to do this. And so you see who your friend is? And when I put that baby in there and I did choke on that baby, and I just did that whole shooter shimmy thing at the end.
Amazing.
That's the one they left in the movie, and it's so freaking wrong.
Fantastic. Yeah. So how was the Jim Kelly charity golf tournament? 30th annual.
God bless Jim Kelly. What he does for the children, Kelly for Kids in Western New York is amazing. It's 30 years. I've been going for about 12 of them, 13 of them. Won it once.
Yeah.
On a big putt. It was great.
But it gets bigger and bigger every year.
It's unbelievable. They had 69 or 70 foursomes this year.
Say what?
Yeah. It's basically a party interrupted by golf. That's it. They've got 4 different bands going on. They've got food tents. They got all kinds of stuff.
Is it a scramble, a shamble? What is it for 70 foursomes?
It's a shamble.
You don't hit your own ball, right? I
mean, you don't play your own. We'd still be there. Right. No, but what happens is, it's basically a scramble, I guess. And you're playing with great NFL guys. They all love Jim. They all come back, and I'm playing with my heroes, and Thurman Thomas and Bruce Smith, and I'm just saying this is incredible. And the people, all the people that show up and do it, they know it's a good cause, and they all love Jim, and he gives back so much.
I've got Christopher McDonald here on the Rich Eisen Show, and he's just, he was here 2 Mondays ago.
Yeah.
3 days after getting a biopsy to see if his cancer had returned.
And he's cancer-free, thank God.
Well, I know, and knock on wood. Yeah. But, look, he was coming out here for Peyton Manning's retirement. Right. And I was going back and forth with him on text. I'm like, well, when you come out here to LA, please come in studio. And he's like, I'm in. And then he says, hey, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it because, and he tells me about this biopsy. And yet, he finds out I'm clear, gets on a plane. That's it. It's back to living life.
Kind of guy he is.
It's unbelievable.
He's busier now than he's been in his whole life. I just kind of like he's kind of gathering things up or something, but at the same time, he's going like a freight train, and he's still taking time. He took his family to Europe this summer, and he's just one of those guys that has that kind of vision, and he's like a locomotive. He gives a lot of speeches, and he raises a lot of money and awareness for Krabbe's disease. It took his son, and he just has been fighting this thing, and that seems to be like something's like, I got it. I'm under control.
How did you get hooked up with him originally?
We raced cars down in Long Beach. on one of those things, the Long Beach Celebrity Race, and that's when I first met him. I was like, oh my God, Jim Kelly. So we were going around the room, and everybody's introducing themselves, and I said, I'm Jim Kelly. I play a little football. And so he started laughing, and we just kind of been goofy friends ever since. And I won that race. It was good.
Attaboy.
Yeah,
Attaboy.
And he's just one of the great guys. He invited me to come to his tournament then, and like I say, it's like 12, 13 years ago.
And now you're on Ballers on HBO.
That's a blast. They called me out of the blue. Stephen Leviathan, who does that show. He also did, Boardwalk Empire, which I was on, and he did Entourage. He does Ballers, and it's such a good show, and it's so real, and The Rock's the best, and they don't even have a name for my character. I think they wanted Jerry Jones really badly.
To act himself, to do it.
To be himself. And that didn't work out, whatever, and they called me the boss man, and I come in and I make decisions about certain players that I have picked up.
Yes. So it is you are thinking of Jerry Jones as you are doing it on Ballers.
Yeah, I'm sort of embracing that kind of image of that man. Although, Jerry, wonderful human being and successful like crazy, he also had people underneath him. So the boss man could be a conglomeration of people.
I see.
But it's a lot of fun to play down there, and The Rock's amazing. And
yeah, because I don't think you're channeling Ralph Wilson, for instance.
No. Although I would. God, I love that. Have you seen that the Four Falls of Buffalo?
The 30 for 30? Yeah, Luke Russert came on the show prior to it. I mean, that really nails it. The Believe Land one that they did for Cleveland recently,
yeah,
I mean, they really have nailed these fan bases.
It's so good.
Quite a bit.
That's a very moving one.
Well, what do you think of the current state of the Bills right now with Rex? I mean, Jim, our mutual friend said if he doesn't make the playoffs, he thinks he's going to lose his gig up there.
He may indeed do that, but this is his year. He has this proving time. It's time to do it. He's got he believes in his quarterback. He believes in the team. Mm-hmm. He's got it padded with all his people. So every year we start out going, and this year is going to be pretty easy. We got not easy. It's never easy, but first couple games up, we got Ravens, then Jets, which I hope to make the Jets, and I'll be in New York. But anyway,
you might be doing it, but I mean, will you be on Broadway? Will we see an understudy that day?
No, we're rehearsing.
Oh, you're rehearsing.
That's funny. That's pretty funny. We make the playoffs. Like he's not on tonight. He's at the
Christopher McDonald will be played by tonight on the front page.
Jerry Jones.
Yeah, by Jerry Jones.
By Jerry Jones.
Great. Yes.
There you go.
Good one, Law. Look at you spotting
Working
dimes
it, baby.
over there. So let's talk about Don't Worry, Baby, where you play a philandering dad who may have fathered a child with the same woman as his son.
I'm married to the lovely Talia Balsam in the movie, and she and I have had this problem before. I have a kind of a wandering eye. I run a wonderful school in New York City for kids, for private school for kids. And I go out with my son one night, go to his bar. I end up leaving with a girl, and she comes back, stays in my life. I've realized I have a baby. I don't tell anybody, of course. And 4 years later, she shows up with the kid to come to the school. It's time. It's kindergarten stuff. So he works there, and he kind of knows the story now. My son, Jason McGarrell, who's terrific. And then we find out that, oops.
That's an oops.
He did have sex with her as well. So not good. So
not good.
Other than that, it's
dicey.
What's great about it, it's a unique story because it's not really a sensational kind of thing. It's kind of like it kind of puts a lot of friction in our relationship because we both want to be the father in a strange way. Mm-hmm. Even though I know he'll be the better father, I just kind of can't let go of that. And it brings us to a father and son closer together at the end, a family closer together.
And it's something you could, playing a character married to Talia Balsam, something you could share with your co-star on Broadway with John Slattery.
Very good. I was going to drop that in there, but you picked it up. You don't miss it.
They were married on Mad Men.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the
married in life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That one I did not know.
Well, they've been married together. They're old friends of mine.
Look at you dropping knowledge on me right now. Can I take one quick phone call for you? Somebody's called in for a fan of the show. Catman in Kingman, Arizona. I like having folks who are listeners of the show call in and ask questions of the guests. You're on the air with Christopher McDonald, Catman.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on?
All's good.
I just want to know what's your favorite part of shooting that movie.
Well, which movie, Catman?
Happy Gilmore.
Okay,
one of my favorite movies of all time. It's in my top 10.
Wow.
Okay, so what's your favorite?
Thanks, Catman. My favorite part in the movie was probably making that putt at the end I talked about earlier.
Wow.
Because I proved the haters wrong, and they left that little take I did at the end with the shooter nonsense.
Working with Sandler?
Sandler was the best. I mean, he's such a smart guy, and I had almost turned it down, and I'm so glad I didn't. But I said I have to meet with him, and I laughed for 25 minutes. The guy is just So funny.
Did you ever meet Vern,
quick.
or was Vern Lundquist doing his gig after the shoot?
I think it was
ever met-
after.
so you never met Vern Lundquist?
No. And I didn't meet
Barker?
Lee Trevino. No, I met Bob. I was on the set when Bob was working. Now that was one of the funniest things in the whole movie. Price is wrong, bitch. But he wanted to do his own boxing because he's kind of a pugilist. You know, it's very funny. So
It's classic.
Yeah, it's
and
classic.
you're great in it, and congrats on everything that's going on with you. If I'm in New York, I'd love to see that. The front
please
page.
do, man. I
remember-
think you'll really like it. It's a great story. One of the classic American comedies.
It is. And, maybe you could teach Nathan Lane a thing or two about doing Broadway.
Oh boy.
Yeah, right?
I want to tell you, he's one of the funniest people on the planet. He's so good in this show.
Well, in Modern Family, just alone, what he's
Yeah.
doing right now, he's great in that, and obviously the Birdcage. I mean,
yeah,
you could
and
go on
he's
and
on
on.
he's on that OJ thing too that he did. a
Oh
great
God,
job.
yeah, he played F. Lee Bailey.
Yeah, he did.
In that. So congrats on the front page. We'll look forward to seeing more of you on Ballers. Don't Worry Baby in theaters and on demand tomorrow. Good to see you, sir.
Thanks, Rich.
Good to see you.
Appreciate it.
That's Christopher McDonald here on The Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.